pray for, every night and every day for. You give it all, then you give more. That's good for footy.
That's good for footy, everyone. How are you? Come on, get excited. Don't sit there like this. We need a bit of that. Yeah. Welcome along. Great to have you here. We've got a huge show lined up for you. It's the pre-Anzac Day show. Anzac Day is always a pretty special day, not only on the calendar, but on the football calendar. And we're pretty privileged and happy to have two of the finest from their respective clubs on this panel this evening. So I'm going to get straight into it, but I do just want to point out this is a That's Good for Footy panel show. It's called Footy Funatics, and that's because we want to put a bit of fun back into football. It's too bloody serious. I mean, get the journos out of it, will you? We just want to have fun. Let's get back to some football. Let the boys do their thing. You enjoy them, they'll enjoy you. It's where the fans meet the players and the players meet the fans. It's pretty simple. You'll get to mingle with the boys, you'll get your photos taken, and really, you'll just have a good time. That's what we're here to do. So we're not going to muck around. We'll get straight into it. We just want to reinforce the fact that you're here tonight to have a good time, so just make sure that you do. Get involved and be interactive. I'm going to introduce our first panellist. He was born on the 21st of August in 1992. He debuted in 2012. He was the club's leading goal kicker in 2015. He's played 73 games and kicked 104 goals. He's been missing for a little while. But he wears the number 5 on his back. Please welcome to the stage, Jamie Elliott. He's coming in that way.
Side they stick together.
I said, we'll hear more of that as it goes on. It was funny, I was talking to the boys out the back and I said, oh look, when you walk out on stage, you go this way, you go that way. And they go, mate, it really sounds like a bit of a maze. And it was. But you're here.
I think I made it harder for myself. I took it a long way.
Yeah, good to have you here, mate. And so good to see you now back on the football field. I know it has been a little while since you've been there, but bloody awesome.
Thanks.
I've been rooting for you, mate, and I know I came down and saw you at training a couple of times and just said it's so good to see you out there running around and you know, you're feeling good about yourself, playing, hopefully, some good football leading in, and what a game to be playing this coming weekend.
Yeah, it's exciting. Timed it pretty well.
Not bad?
Yeah, not too bad. A bit rusty last week, but I'm pretty confident that my body will back it up on Tuesday.
Good.
Hopefully play a good game and hopefully we'll get the win.
Oh, yeah. That's what we like. The room's divided tonight, 50-50, thereabouts. But that's what we like. I'll get our second panellist out of here so we can get on with the show. Yep. He was born on the 14th of May, 1992. Aren't these chairs comfy?
Not too bad.
Get right into it, can't you? He's been with the club since 2011. He was the AFL Players Association Best First Year Player of 2011. He was All-Australian Honours in 2014 and 15. He's played 110 games. He's kicked a total of 36 goals. He wears the number 21 on his back. Please welcome to the stage, Dyson Heppel. Well done, champ.
To win the premiership flag.
You got it right. Hope that's not an omen. Well done.
Are always striving for glory and fame.
Hey, welcome, Dyson.
Thank
so
you, Dan,
bloody
mate.
good to have you back. These guys have been on the show, I think, around about four or five times, Jamie, and about the same
done
too.
a few, yeah.
I love these guys because they come back. Yeah, well, that's why we bring them here for you, and that's why we want these rooms to be full and say, how close can you get to these guys? Sit here, listen to what they've got to say, get a photo with them, have a chat to them, and whatever you're doing down there. Yeah. But anyway, Dyson, so good to have you back, mate. And,
Thank you, mate.
I'm glad that everything's going well. It's, you know, round 5, Essendon's back. Playing football again, exactly the way that it should be. So good on you, mate.
Thank you,
I'm
mate.
happy
Yeah,
for you.
no, good to be back. Enjoying it.
Congratulations on your appointment in the off-season of moving forward into being in the illustrious, you know, the field of being captain at the Essendon Football Club. I mean, awesome. Well done.
Yeah, no, it is tremendous honour and really enjoying the role so far. So got great support behind me. The leadership group that we have at the club is very supportive and really strong in their leadership as well. So it makes my job quite easy. Bloody awesome. Well done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a footy panel show. We're going to get straight into it. This is a segment that we call What About Me?
the guys might just break out in song. If they do, just let them go with it, all right? So we're going to go, I might start with you actually, Dice. I know, as I said, we've done a few shows before, but obviously knowing that you two boys had, I've changed it up a little bit. So we'll go with this. When you were growing up, who did you barrack for?
I barrack for Essendon, yeah.
Beautiful.
Well done.
Excellent. Who is or was your favourite player, past or present?
Yeah, I loved Hurdy and also loved Adam Ramanaskis.
Oh, yeah.
And also Simon Black. He was at Brisbane, but loved watching Simon Black.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the one thing about footy that you love?
I think just playing with your best mates.
Yeah.
So, team sport. I always enjoyed team sport, but just, being able to enjoy hopefully a win with some of your best friends.
Beautiful. Excellent. Great answer. What's been or is your favourite footy memory thus far?
Well, my debut game, very exciting. And also great memories of Anzac Day games as well. You love playing in those big occasions.
Sure.
You were talking earlier, in 90-odd thousand people, so you always remember those ones.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better. Do you have a story or prank or gag that you have been part of or witness to?
Oh, the only ones that of early days at the club, Dustin Fletcher, he's a bit of a prankster.
Yeah.
And he always used to get my jocks and cut holes in my jocks when they were hanging up in my locker. So he stitched me up a few times, old Fletch.
Yeah, right. Okay. What's the best sledge you've ever heard on or off the field?
Geez. Oh, no, I don't cop too much. All about my hair, but that's... Not very funny at all. But anyway, I haven't actually copped too much sledging. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What would your mate say is your worst habit?
Worst habit. I'm a bit of a neat freak, so I like to keep everything clean and tidy.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to live with Brendan Goddard, then, would you?
No. Me and BJ would probably work all right. No?
What's the one thing your mates would say is your best quality?
Best quality? I reckon just a friendly dude. Always up and about.
Yeah,
Try and be
I'll
happy.
vouch for that. Right on. Is there anything that you can't or won't eat?
Hate tomato.
Tomato?
I'll pretty much eat anything but tomato. Yeah. No good.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's an interesting one. How do you like chilling when you get some free time?
I don't mind just going for a surf, getting in the water.
Yep.
And the rest just spending time with mates. Going for a coffee, taking my dog Ziggy for a walk. Got a golden retriever Ziggy, so steaming around with her. Perfect.
What's the coolest thing you've ever done?
Coolest thing? Actually went on a bit of a trip with my girlfriend and had a friend that I actually met in Hamilton Island who happened to own his own yacht. And so he sent us out on a yacht for a couple of days with our own butler, our own captain. And we went out water skiing, snorkeling, scuba diving and hiking out in Hamilton Island.
Whoa.
So, yeah, quite exciting. That was awesome.
That's a pretty cool thing. What's the stupidest movie you've ever seen?
Stupidest movie. I actually watched a movie called Only God Forgives. It's got Ryan Gosling in it, so quite a good actor, but it was the worst film
movie
I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
I don't know if anyone's seen it, but I suggest you do just for like an absolute piss take. It is one of the worst movies you'll watch.
It's that bad. Yeah, all right. Where has been your best ever holiday destination?
Oh, actually, just passed. I went to Europe for 8 weeks, and favourite place over there is probably Florence. So spent a week in Florence, and beautiful part of the world.
Wonderful, excellent. When you were growing up, what did you want to do?
Well, I wanted to play footy. Actually, it was last year. I came across a letter that we had to write to ourselves when I was in grade 2.
Oh, yeah?
And Mum dug it up, and I had, when I grow up, I want to be either an NBA basketball or an AFL footy player. So,
oh, wow.
Got one of the two. That was all right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
At the age of 2, not bad at all. Is there a routine game day that you stick to religiously?
No, not necessarily. Don't have any real superstitions, but always like pasta the night before. And always go for a bit of a walk and a stretch the morning of, usually with the dog.
Okay.
So
all right.
Pretty crazy.
Nothing too.
Nothing too outrageous.
All right. Who would you most like to meet on the planet?
On the planet, massive fan of Michael Jordan growing up. Just love to meet MJ.
Okay.
Probably.
That's good enough answer. Yeah, perfect. Can you remember your first day at school?
No, I can't really remember my first day of school, no.
No, that's interesting. Yeah. Is there anything else that you would want to achieve outside of footy?
What do I want to achieve?
No,
Or what-
is
if
there
was
anything else that you'd
anything
like to achieve outside of footy?
Look, I really enjoy property, and I'm about to undertake an architecture course. So,
okay.
hopefully, dabble in architecture down the track post footy. So,
Beautiful.
Yeah, a couple of things.
Excellent. All right. Dyson Heppel, on the day that you were born, this was your number one song.
I don't ever wanna be
Happy with that.
How cool is that?
Take me to the place I
Red Hot Chili Peppers, Under the Bridge, May 1992.
Man, I did not know that. That's one of my favourite songs.
Yeah.
But I'll take that. That's awesome.
Because you'd been on the show before, sometimes I just go around the planet, Australia or Europe or USA to find out. And that one came up and I went, that's pretty rock on. Dyson, I like
perfect.
that.
You nailed that, Damon.
Yeah,
Good work.
sweet. Guys, put your hands together for Dyson Heppel.
Thanks, guys.
Cool as. That's not bad at all. I have to now switch over to you, Jamie. I'm going to do the same thing. I'll try and get through it as quickly as possible. But when you were growing up, who did you barrack for?
I'd like to say the Pies, but I hated them. Barrack for Brisbane.
You barrack for?
Brisbane.
Brisbane.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this lady down here. You could put a ping pong ball down there.
I thought she. Yeah, I think she
Wow.
hates me now.
Yeah, right. Who is or was your favourite player, past or present?
Growing up, Brisbane supporter, I liked watching Alistair Lynch and Jonathan Brown.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, good players. What's the one thing about footy that you love, mate?
Similar to what Dice said, running out with your teammates, you're around the club almost every day, and it's basically a second family. So getting to experience game day with them and hopefully getting the win and celebrating.
Yeah, good on you. Excellent. Oh. What's been your favourite footy memory thus far?
Similar to Dice, probably my first game. Yeah. I was a sub that game, so it was kind of a damp experience. But at the same time, it was great when I got to run out there and get on the field.
Beautiful. Okay. Do you have a story or prank or gag that you would have been part of or witness to that you can share with us?
I was trying to think of a few things. We get a group text through the club. And a few boys got stitched up, a few young boys got stitched up to come into the club the next day and got told they have to fully suit up. I thought that was pretty funny. I don't know, obviously not.
No.
But I think it was like 6 young boys that fully suited up and obviously didn't have to.
Yeah, right. Well, okay. What's the best sledge you've ever heard on or off the field?
I cop shit tats all the time, so...
Is that really?
Yeah.
Stuff you too. What then would you say your mates would say is your worst habit?
Worst habit? I'm not great with commitment, so if I say I'm going to do something, usually I cancel late sometimes.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad that didn't happen tonight.
I thought about it.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. What's the one things your mates would say is your best quality?
Committing to things.
Yeah, okay. All right. Is there anything that you can't or won't eat?
Olives. Done
Olives.
Yep.
All right. And what do you like to chill when you're got some free time?
Like Dice, I've got a pup, Reggie. I like to take him for a walk, play with him. He's a big softie, loves a cuddle. Apart from that, just chill out on the couch, watch a bit of TV, a bit of gaming. Not too much.
No. How's your gaming going? Because I know when you had the injury, you were right into it. You're still as much?
Put some solid hours in, yeah. Especially post-surgery and that. I would have probably put in 15 hours a day, I reckon, for a few days.
Yeah, wow. There you go. What's the coolest thing you've ever done, Jamie?
Probably going to Europe for a holiday. Not many people who play football at the top level get to experience it with the season being how it is. So experiencing that European summer, that was probably one of them.
And that was the most recent one?
Yep.
Yeah, all the ones I saw on the Instagram page? Yep. Right on. Well done. What's the stupidest movie you've ever seen?
Has anyone seen Night at the Roxbury?
Yeah. No?
It's an old one, but it's got Will Ferrell in it and some other bloke, and it's just very
Ridiculous.
stupid, but it's my kind of humour.
Okay.
So I found it pretty funny, but it's so stupid, yeah.
All right. I know you've kind of just went over that when you said the coolest thing, but what's the best ever holiday destination?
I'd have to say Europe. That's
Okay. So blanket that. When you were growing up, what did you want to do?
Play football. It's always been a dream of mine
Good.
since I was very young.
Yep.
My brothers played footy and I watched them, and then I grew up and just fell into it, I guess, and then it was just a dream of mine.
Beautiful. All right, well done. Is there a routine game day that you stick to religiously?
I always think of things that I want to do and keep doing, and I just never do it. I suppose it comes back to the commitment thing.
Yeah. There's that bloody commitment thing again.
I say I'm going to do it, but I just don't do it. So I just wing it.
Yeah, all right. What would you most like? Well, who would you most like to meet on the planet?
I don't know. Actually, I haven't really.
No? Nothing.
Wouldn't mind meeting The Rock. I think he's a pretty cool dude.
Okay.
And, yeah,
Bit of Dwayne Johnson.
Very
A
interesting
few
to
girls
meet.
out there agree with you.
Yeah.
And guys, nice of you to come along, guys.
Yeah, baby.
Can you remember your first day of school?
No, I can't.
No.
It's a long
Okay.
time ago. I don't.
It's one
Can
of those.
you?
Yeah, I can, and that's why I just thought that's not a bad question because it's vivid, and I just thought I walked in and we used to have milk that they used to cut the top off and put it in a little cup for you, and I was like, this is strange that they would do that, but that was a really vivid memory, and that was my first day at school. Hence the reason this show's not about me. Is there anything else that you would like to or want to achieve outside of footy? Outside of footy.
That's football. Have a wife and kids, I guess.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
All right. Any
Eventually,
candidates?
not yet.
Yeah. Not yet. All right. We're going to go straight into this. Jamie Elliott, the number one song on the day that you were born was this.
Crisscross will make you
Not bad. I was a bit scared for that. Didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, but I don't mind that song either. You know, May 1992 and August 1992. Guys, put your hands together for these two champs. Well done, boys. Thank you very much. That wasn't too hard. It just gives you an opportunity just to sink into it, you know, a bit like an old man into a warm bath kind of feel. Now that we've done that, we're going to get into a footy show. We're going to talk a little bit of football. We're going to talk about the football with the rounds. We're not going to go into it in great detail. The boys will probably just give us tips and we'll move in and out very quickly. We're going to go to Friday, April the 21st. It's round 5. Let's hear the intro, Sam. That gets you in the pump. Yeah, gets you pumped and in the mood. All right, round 5, April 21. It's Port Adelaide versus Carlton at Adelaide Oval, 7:20 p.m. Port Adelaide song. Let's hear that.
We've got the power to win, power to roll.
Yeah, that'll do it. Let's get straight into Carlton.
We are the Navy Blues. We are the old.
Not a lot of love in the room for that. Adelaide Oval, though, 7:20. Port Adelaide haven't been playing too bad. Carlton not quite around where they should be. What do you think, boys? Tips?
Yeah, Port for me.
Port?
They're not far off it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Port for me as well. They're quite a strong side.
Okay.
Pushed Adelaide, who are probably the best side in the comp at the moment. So Port for me.
Yep, beautiful. Saturday, April 22nd, Etihad Stadium. It's Bulldogs versus Brisbane. Let's see you, Bulldogs. No, nothing for that. What about Brisbane?
We are the pride of Brisbane.
No, not there either. Thank you very much, Sam. I appreciate what you're doing. Bulldogs versus Brisbane, Etihad Stadium, 1:45 Saturday afternoon. Tips, boys?
Yeah, I don't see Bulldogs losing that one.
No.
Brisbane flying down, so
Yep.
Bulldogs for me.
Yep.
Yeah, Brisbane are improving. I think they'll surprise a few teams this year, but I
Okay.
think the Doggies will win this one.
Yeah, and Bulldogs play Etihad Stadium, you know,
Yeah.
like it's there, Whitten Oval. Anyway, Metricon Stadium, Saturday afternoon, Gold Coast versus Adelaide, 4:35 p.m. Gold Coast.
We are the sons of the Gold Coast.
Thank you, and straight over to Adelaide.
We're the pride of South Australia. We're the mighty
Thanks, mate.
Adelaide.
Gold Coast haven't been playing too bad. Obviously, they got up against Hawthorn the other week, and that was a good game. It's good to see Gary Ablett back in good form. But Adelaide, they look like a force to be reckoned with this season. So, what do you think, boys? Think?
It's pretty easy. Adelaide,
Yep.
definitely.
Yeah, Adelaide, probably one of the strongest sides I've played against since I've been in the club. So, look, I think Adelaide will get the chocolates there.
Yeah, right, up at Metricon Stadium too. We're going to head over to the SCG, 7:25 on Saturday evening. It's the Battle of the Bridges, I think they call this. Sydney versus GWS. Let's hear Sydney.
Cheer, cheer the red and the
Yep,
white.
not a lot of love in the room there either. Let's let's go straight to GWS. It's really cool. I'm just watching a few people just, bounce around in the room to that song. It seems to make you do that. Do you know there's a reason behind that? I think they actually took that song from here.
Moskau, Moskau, der viele sahen niemand. Russland ist ein schönes Land. Ho, 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 ho. Moskau,
Bit of interest in that one. Could be a bit of plagiarism from years gone by. You boys are going, I don't know what the hell that's from. And I get that because that was the 1980 Moscow Olympics theme song. So, a bit before your time, I get that. But Sydney versus GWS, let's get back to the football. Sydney, zip and 4. You probably wouldn't have read about that. GWS, not going so bad. Straight to you, boys.
I'm going to go Sydney for something different. They got to win sometime, so... yeah, I'll go Sydney.
It's good enough reason. Yeah.
Jamie, it's a fair call, I reckon. Look, Sydney are a brilliant side. Started 0-4, which is a really rough start to the year, but I think they are due for one, but for me, I reckon GWS.
Yep, okay, all right. Simple enough.
Sydney.
You got a Collingwood top on. Why are you cheering?
I love this crowd interaction. Let's go to Domain Stadium over in Western Australia, 5:40 p.m. It's Freo versus North. Freo? Yep, better get rid of that before people start falling asleep. Let's go straight to North Melbourne. Get rid of it. Freo North have probably been a bit unlucky because they are around about the mark, but they did this a couple of years ago. They're losing games in tight, only by a couple of points. I think there was the year they lost by 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1, which was quite ironic. I don't know how they're going to go here playing over Domain Stadium. A bit of a...
So you're picking Freo?
I am.
I'm going to go with you. I'll go with Freo as well.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, especially over there. Tough trip travelling to Perth, so Freo for mine.
And Fifey seems to come back with a bit of vengeance. He's starting to find a bit more form.
Well,
getting
he
the
is,
ball a bit.
No, it's good to see him up and going. Obviously
Absolutely.
missing last year as well, so no, he's a star of the comp.
Yeah, and you probably couldn't go wrong with Sandylands ramming it down your throat, could you?
Yeah, I know. I've been waxing off him all day.
Talking about football here, guys. Sunday, April 23rd, Etihad Stadium, 3:20 p.m. It's St Kilda versus Geelong. Let's hear the St Kilda song.
oh, when the Saints go marching in.
That'll do. We're going to rip a show on next week, though. It's a St Kilda show. David Armitage and Lee Montagna, Big Pig, Little Pig, down in Moorabbin. Don't be so sarcastic. It'll be a good show. They're up against Geelong.
We are Geelong, the greatest team of all.
I wonder if that's coming from Hawthorn supporters. All right, St Kilda, Geelong, Etihad Stadium, 3:20 p.m. Thoughts here, boys?
That's a tough one. Obviously, we witnessed St Kilda firsthand last week, but they both play very attacking types of footy. So, just going by Geelong's last performance, I'm going to go with them. Plus, St Kilda beat us, so
Yep.
I'm a bit off.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I'm going to see a bit of an upset here, I reckon. I think the way St Kilda are playing and at their best, they can be very slick. So it's obviously going to be a dry deck at Etihad Stadium, so I'm going to back the Saints.
And you would suggest that for them, Etihad Stadium again is a ground they play really well.
Well, potentially. It's very tough. Geelong also play quite well there too. So I'm just going to go out on a limb really and just get around the Saints.
Yeah, okay, good. All right, MCG, 4:40 p.m. It's Hawthorn and West Coast. Let's hear the Hawthorn team.
We're a happy team at Hawthorn.
We better stop that one there. They haven't heard that song this year, so we don't want to provoke them in any way. Let's hear the West Coast song.
West Coast Eagles.
Thank you, Sam. Hawthorn versus West Coast. You probably wouldn't understand Hawthorn being zip and 4. That's just outrageous. But they're coming up against West Coast, who are probably a formidable side. MCG, though, they don't play that deck too well. Thoughts on this?
Yeah, I'm going to go with my theory of they've got to win soon.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Hawthorn.
Really? Okay. All right. I like it.
There you go. Oh, look, it's Hawthorn have had their fair share of success over the last few years, so it's quite good to see them starting poorly. But look, they will hit their straps eventually.
Yeah.
Obviously, some outstanding players in that side, but I reckon West Coast will get them again this weekend.
Two things. I don't want to go into it in too much detail, but you probably, I don't know whether you saw it, but Hawthorn supporters were dumping gear out the front of St Vincent de Paul the other week, which I was like, come on, guys. You've just had, successive 4 premierships. And also, just while we're on the subject of Hawthorn, can you pinpoint what's actually going wrong there? Or would you like to have any opinion on it?
I think they're losing, so
They're not kicking goals.
I nail on the head.
I'm going to go with that too. Yeah. All right. And Dyson, did you want to add anything into that?
No,
they're not kicking goals?
They're not, but look, they've lost 2 key leaders of their club in Sam Mitchell and Jordan Lewis. Yeah. Can make a real difference to the dynamic of the team. Brought in Tom Mitchell and Jager O'Meara, but they're not Hawthorn people. Yeah. So it's going to take them quite a while to adapt. Yeah. It's a very different outlook, the entire side at the moment. So, but still some outstanding players. Once it clicks, they'll be pretty dangerous. So.
Good on you, mate. Thank you very much. Sorry to go into that. It wasn't what we're here to do, but I just did want to get their opinion while they were here. Let's go to Monday, April 24th at the MCG. This is a bit of a, well, it should be a belter of a game. It's Richmond coming up against Melbourne. Let's hear the Richmond song.
Away from Tigerland.
Thank you very much, Sam. We got Dustin Martin and Trent Cotchin on the show in 2 weeks, so let's hope that these boys get up and win, because generally when we get a show and we lock the players in, they go and lose the week before. So we hope that Richmond get up next week, or I do. Richmond versus Melbourne. Let's hear the Melbourne song.
It's a grand old flag, it's a high-flying flag, it's the emblem.
That'll do. Thank you very much, Sam. What do you think, boys? Richmond and Melbourne? 2 old stayers of the Melbourne football fraternity?
I'm going to go Richmond.
Yep, just simple as that?
Yeah,
no other reason?
I don't really have any reasons.
No, that's good.
No, both playing quite good footy. I think Melbourne throughout the pre-season were tipped to be the surprise packet of the year. And look, I think Simon Goodwin was at Essendon for a while, and I reckon he'll be a brilliant coach for him. So he's getting them playing some quite good footy. But I think the Tiggies trekking along really well. I hate seeing it, but I think they'll get up.
Yeah, cool. Okay, mate. Now, this is a game that you guys are all here to find out about. This game is obviously the Anzac Day game. This is on Tuesday, April 25th. This game is actually brought to you by the Big Picture people, the experts in home cinema. Now, we're going to get a little bit of an insight into the big picture from that game. So let's hear the Collingwood theme song.
Good old Collingwood forever. They know how to play the game.
All right.
Side by
Enjoy
side
it.
they stick together to uphold the Magpies' name.
Oh, you're a happy bunch. That's good. Up and about.
Shouting.
All right, that'll do. We're now going to actually hear the Essendon theme song.
See
Wow.
Thomas fly up to win the premiership flag.
All right.
Our boys who play this grand old game are always striving for glory and fame.
Not bad, not bad.
See the
All right.
Thomas fly
I hope that the rivalry is as fierce on the football field on next Tuesday as it is in here between these two groups. So, boys, give us your thoughts on the game. I know what Anzac Day means from the emotional standpoint, and I know that standing out on the ground in front of 90,000 people and the chill that goes through your body and the hairs on the back of your neck must be standing on end. There's no two ways. That's unequivocal. But what is it that you want to add to the day from your perspective in order to get a win on the board?
Kick him out. They're always big games, and this one, it won't disappoint. It's going to be tough. What was the question?
Mainly
You distracted me.
Yeah, no. Look, it's more the point of just how you think that you can negate obviously the Essendon midfield, stop them from kicking goals, and what are you going to do, and obviously to counteract that.
Might not do that.
No.
I don't think.
That doesn't quite make sense. So we'll get away from that. But
we'll have a look at Essendon this week. We've just finished reviewing St Kilda, so we'll have a look at what we need to do to negate the likes of Dice over here and the players like that. But probably just kick a bigger score in the end.
Yeah. Look, it's hard to talk about because I know it's 6 days away. But is Wells going to get up for it?
I'm not Bucks, but He's such a good player.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna. What we're lacking at the moment is that polish and connection going forward.
Yeah.
So that's definitely one of his strengths. And if we can get him in and he's right to play, then no doubt he'll play.
Can I ask you just in relation to the Collingwood team that went and played Sydney was unbelievable, just so direct, so accurate. Their football was brilliant, and then to come out and not do that the week after is quite confusing, and I'm sure it would be for the fans.
Yeah.
Can you put that down to anything?
I think, well, against Sydney, it's always a tough battle. Even in that game, in the third and start of last quarter, we still kicked wayward, and I think if what we did on against St Kilda and even against Richmond and the Bulldogs is we didn't put scoreboard pressure on in the end at the start of the game. So when you can't do that, it's deflating. The ball goes the other way, they kick goals, and that's what's happened in the past few weeks. So that's probably the difference at the start.
All right, okay. And Dice, your thoughts from an Essendon perspective?
Yeah, look, it's as Jamie mentioned, always an exciting game, and it's probably fair to say both sides aren't at their best at the moment. But look, you know, watching them play Sydney a couple of weeks ago, it just shows what they can do. So, look, from our perspective, a couple of rough weeks, the last couple of weeks, but the first two games of the year were very exciting. But look, we've got a 10-day break now, good chance to really freshen up our bodies, and should be we'll be ready to go come Tuesday. So, exciting game.
Good. Crackerjack game.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Obviously, I sit here as an impartial person. I want, obviously, just the spectacle to be the spectacle that it is, because it is such a glorious day.
Yeah.
If the weather's nice, it just culminates in everything just being so wonderful, from getting up and doing the dawn service right through until seeing the Diggers do the march and then into the game. It's just a wonderful day. So I wish you both the very best, and may the best team win on the day. So
Thank you, mate.
Good on you, boys. Thank you very much. That game was brought to you by the Big Picture people, the experts in home cinema. 7 great locations: South Morang, Cheltenham, Fountain Gate, Hoppers Crossing, Knox City, Ozane, Water Gardens and the Gold Coast. Now, what I'm going to do here is we would normally take some questions from the floor, and I've got Sandy down there, so what I might do is we might actually go to Sandy now. If you've got some questions from the floor for anybody, who have we got there?
Trey.
Who are we talking to?
I've got Trent here.
Trey.
Trey, sorry. Who's your question for, Trey?
Dyson Heppel.
Good on
Dyson
you, Trey.
Heppel, okay.
What do
Would
you
you
got
like to
for
ask
me, buddy?
Dice?
Why did you decide to play footy?
Oh, why did I decide to play footy? Well, look, when growing up, my dad played a lot of football, so I'm originally from Leongatha down in South Gippsland, and love going to the footy to watch Dad play. And also all of my mates played, all my schoolmates played footy as well. So love going to Auskick as a little tacker, and then just really enjoyed the game growing up. And as I mentioned earlier, my favourite part is playing with my friends. So still being able to do that for my so-called job is pretty cool. So
Not bad.
Yeah, love
Do you
it.
like that answer? And you'd like to get up and play AFL footy yourself? Yes, of course I would, Damien. Thank you for
Good on
asking.
you, Trey.
All right. Sandy, who you got there?
Yossi.
Yossi, hello.
Hi, how's it going, Damien?
Good, mate.
Yeah. I have a question for Dyson. If he could choose his preference for the star midfield of Essendon, who would it be in it?
Preference for starting midfield?
For your starting midfield,
Yeah, well, I'd love to be in there, either there or out of full forward. Also, Joe Watson and Zach Merritt, two very quality midfielders there, but we're getting quite a lot of depth through there at the moment as well. You got the likes of Brendan Goddard, Darcy Parish, Kyle Langford now rolling through there, and David Myers is nearly set to come back as well. So, it's exciting. We've got a lot of numbers to roll through the middle.
Excellent. And Sandy, who you got now?
Jackie.
Hello,
Hi.
Jackie.
This question's for Jamie.
Yep.
So, what have you learnt about the historical significance about playing on Anzac Day?
Jeez. Yeah. Dyson gets all the easy ones, and you get... What have you learned about the historic significance of Anzac Day?
Well, I'm not much of a learner at the best of times.
And he doesn't... not good on commitment either.
You've really got me there. I didn't do exams 10, 11 or 12 for a reason. So the importance of it is massive. I mean, the guys and women that went to war and served for the country is huge. And we get to, I suppose, I don't know how to put that, but we get to play on Anzac Day and bring it front of mind for people. I know my grandfather served, and it's a special day. Did you have family involved? Yeah, so I've been to a couple of the shrine services and to see the families and that people that are affected. It's just a really special day for us to think about and to celebrate the loved ones that did and who did sacrifice their lives for us to live now. So.
Beautiful, excellent. Get out there and serve the country, and we have the life we have now. Where are you, Sandy? You said one last one. There we go.
Marie.
Who have we got now?
Marie?
Hello, Marie.
Marie, stand up.
I read a book by Michael Jordan who said whenever he had a shot, he always believed he could, the basketballer of course, he always believed he would hit it, whether he hit it or not. Jamie, our forward line, when they're lining up for a goal, do you think, no, seriously, do you think they go with the attitude, I believe I'm going to kick this? Or is there a feeling that they're worried about missing? Because I think you've got to believe you can kick it. Whether you kick it or not, you have to believe you can
Absolutely,
kick it.
it's definitely a mindset.
Well done.
I can't speak for anybody else apart from myself. I know when I first got to the club, I kind of didn't want the ball in my hands because, I don't know, I was a young kid coming in and playing my first year of football, and we had Travis Cloak and players like Andrew Cracker, Alan Didak around the club, and I kind of didn't want to get in their way. And when I did have set shots, it was a bit like I felt the pressure. Whereas now I feel a lot more confident. I want the ball in my hands. Not trying to be selfish or anything, but I don't know how other blokes feel. But even the past couple of weeks, there has been pressure on us to kick goals because we've been very inaccurate. So whether that's playing on some blokes' minds or not, we've got to get out there and practice our routine. And when it comes to game day, not have any external thoughts come into our mind that we're going to miss, or we've got to be confident. So I can only speak for myself, but when I'm having a set shot, I always think I'm going to kick it, yeah.
Well done. Great answer. They say that footy's, anywhere between 70 and 80% is above the head, so obviously it does have a big factor.
Well, that's probably serves me all right because there's not much up there, so...
Do you believe in the fact that if there's... it starts off with 2 or 3 players that are missing, does it have that contagious effect? Does
it definitely builds up.
Yeah.
I definitely feel it. I haven't played for a while, but it definitely does. It puts that in the back of your mind. We're missing. You do think about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like I said before, I can't speak for anyone else, but I'm sure they do think about that. And then whether they sway away from their routine or not. Yeah.
Interesting.
Definitely.
Yeah, good. I like that. Thanks, Marie. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the boys. They've answered. They've done the tips. They've answered your questions. Thanks for participating in that, guys. We're going to move straight into our next segment because we want to move things along. We're looking for 2 contestants. There's one. And
Shane?
James, is it?
No, Shane. He goes for Essendon.
Yeah, Shane.
Come on up. Coming up, my friend.
I got Tammy, Collingwood.
Tammy.
Collingwood.
All right. So it was James.
Jamie.
Shane. Right. Because microphone, that'd help. So we got Shane and then we got Tammy. All right. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you both and good to have you up here. What you two are going to be playing for, the boys are going to be keeping score for you. We've got a little segment that we want you two to participate in. You're going to win about $100 worth of vouchers just for getting up here and participating in it. This segment is called Simply the Best.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Excellent, I like it. A little bit of clapping going on out there. We should start with you, Tammy, because we like to be polite on this show and let ladies go first. So what we're going to do, and the way that this works is, as I've explained, the boys have got their elaborate score system up here. Dyson's got the paddle. He's going to be turning it over every time you get one right. Actually, what we might do, I'm going to get you two to swing around so we can represent the club. All right? That's better. All right. So we'll still go with you first, Tammy, but we're going to have, obviously, Jamie flipping over the score each time that you get one right. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. There's going to be 10 of them. I want you to be pretty quick on your answer, and we'll see how you go. Are you ready? No. Good. We like it when you're not ready. Here we go. Your first question is, how many premierships has your team won?
16.
Put the microphone up under you there and say it again.
16.
15, correct. Well done. How many times has your team played in a losing grand final?
How many times?
How many times has your team played in a losing grand final?
10.
No, 26. Have you heard of the Collie Wobbles? Who was your team's captain?
Scott Pendlebury.
Shh. Who?
Scott Pendlebury.
Yeah, thank you. Well done. You're on 3. Who wears the number 7 at your club?
Trelaw.
Adam Trelaw, correct. How many members does your club currently have or closest to within 1,000?
Around 80,000.
80,000. Do you know, for 1 second, do you know Collingwood is the only club that will not put their members up on their website? The only club. Not every other club does it. But I did manage to find it out, but you're sitting on 64,394. So, no, got that wrong. Question 6. Where did your team finish last year at the end of the home and away season on the ladder?
14th.
Can you put this, see this here? Yeah, that. Use that.
13th.
13th, no, 12th. How many games did your team win last year at the end of the home and away season?
Oh, Jesus. 9.
Yes, correct. Well done. Nice guess. What team did your... what team? What year did your team last win a grand final and who did they play?
2010 St Kilda.
Very. No problem there. How many points did you win that by?
Oh, the first one was a draw. I can't remember.
Quick. Spit it out. No good. 56. Your last question. Name 3 coaches over the last 20 years.
Nathan Buckley.
Yes. Yes.
Malthouse.
Yes. One more.
Tony Shaw.
Correct. What'd you finish up with? 6. Hey! Not too bad. You finished up with 6. Would have been better if I could hear you all the time, but yeah, that wasn't too bad. 6 is not bad. All right. We're straight over to you now, Shane. Essendon man, how you feeling, mate? She got 6.
Yeah, not good.
Ooh. Don't need to go to the toilet or anything. Let's go and see how you handle this. Your first question, how many premierships has your team won?
16.
Correct. Well done. How many times has your team played in a losing grand final?
15.
29. You're up there with the wobbles. Who is your team's captain?
Dice.
Yeah, you can say his full name if you want. Dyson Heppel, correct. Who wears the number 7 at your club?
Merritt.
Yeah, Merritt. Yeah. Shh. Stop giving me the answers. How many members does your club currently have closest to within 1,000? I'll give you.
60 odd.
Who?
60,000.
60,000. Close. 62,341. You're wrong. Bad luck. Number 6. Where did your team finish last year on the ladder at the end of the home and away season? Shh. Shh.
We'll go with last.
We'll go with last. Thanks, everyone. That was correct. Question 7. How many games did your team win? And no one answer this. Stop doing sign language. How many games did your team win last year at the end of the home and away season? Shh, shh.
5.
Oh, she was going. And every show she comes to, she cheats and does that. No, it was 3. Bad luck, my friend. Number 8, what year did your team last win a grand final and who did they play? Shh.
Year 2000.
Yeah, against?
Collingwood.
No, it was Melbourne. Bad luck. Question number 9. You didn't know who you played, so you probably won't know how much you won it by. But how many points did you win that grand final by? Have a guess.
6. 60.
What was it? Did he say 6? 60. Yeah, I'd love to hear it. It's right. It was 60. All right. Here we go. Your last question. What are we sitting on? 6 all. You need to get this. No help from the audience. Sandra, keep an eye on them, especially Valerie down here. Question 10. Name 3 coaches over the last 20 years.
James Hird.
Yes.
Kevin Shady.
Yes. One more. For the win.
Thompson.
Did he? Yeah? What do you think? I can't ask you. I'm going to have to go impartial. You heard it and it was... You will go there? Wisher? All right. He's won it by default. He got 7. That's it. You win. All right. It's not bad. Guys, when you come up here, see this thing? Use it. Put it under your chin so I can hear you. That would go down a real treat. I'm really sorry that you didn't have the fortune of winning, but I will look after you. I'll give you something. Would you like a stubby holder? Oh, wow. I'll get you one afterwards. That's yours. You win. What did he do, Sam?
You're simply the
There you go. Thank you. Thanks for playing along, guys. Oh, wow. Was that hard or was that just not hard?
It wasn't that hard flipping the numbers over.
Okay, all right.
No,
Okay,
you did well.
Congratulations. I'm going to move into our next segment. We'll keep it moving along really nice and quick. This segment is called What Can I Say? Here we go. Boys, what I want to do here, I'm just going to ask you a series of questions. You guys just finish the sentence for me. That's all I want you to do. The top 8 this year is looking like?
Good.
Yeah?
Nah, no good.
No good. Good and no good. All right. Playing at Adelaide Oval is?
Hard.
Hard?
Yeah.
Bloody hard, but exciting.
Okay. Bloody hard but exciting. I like it. Taking a specky is? Come on, Jamie. Thank you. Taking a specky is?
Exciting.
Exciting. Dyson?
Yeah, absolute pleasure.
Yeah, good. Good. All right. Should a 9-point goal be in home and away games?
No.
No.
I say no, but I don't mind it.
Okay. All right. Travelling interstate is?
I'm right on the fence on that. No, I think it could be brought in. It could be. Yeah.
Okay.
Mix it up.
All right. That's what it's about. It's about opinion. Travelling interstate is?
Fun.
Fun? Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it tough, but good fun.
Good fun. All right. What are your supporters like, each of you?
Loud.
Loud? Yeah, I'll vouch for that.
They're best in the business.
Best in the business. There you go. Your thoughts on the Twilight Grand Final?
Open for it.
Open for it?
Nah, no good. I like it like a day.
Leave
Granny.
it like it is. All right. The rule of nominating in a ruck contest is?
Shambles at the moment.
Shambles?
Yeah, stupid.
Shambles and stupid. I think we'd all agree with that. The MCG is?
Really nice to play on.
Really nice
Yeah,
to play
best
on.
ground in the world.
Yeah, okay, good. Being an AFL footballer is?
As its perks and its pros and cons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a privilege.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, all right. An AFL coach's job is?
Don't know.
No?
No, well, seems,
Coach
like,
the team.
seems like a very tough gig at times, I reckon.
Would you ever want to be in Bucks' position, Jamie?
Oh.
It's a hard one. I get it.
It's hard enough being a player at the moment, so...
Yeah, I'll go with that. Good Friday football was?
Yeah, it was good to watch.
Yep.
It was a close game.
Yeah, enjoyed it, yeah.
Okay, good. Your team this year will finish?
Top 8.
Top 8. Guys?
Yeah, I'll follow that. Top 8.
Top 8 for both of them. All right. Who's your Brownlow tip, boys?
Oh, I'm going to go... Oh, I don't even know who's going well. Yeah, Dusty, actually.
Dusty?
Dusty's, yeah.
I'm going one of our own, Zachy Merritt.
Zachy Merritt. Cool. Excellent. We had Azio and David on the other week at the Essendon show, and
Nice.
both of them were saying the same thing about Zachy, so that's good. Thursday night footy is? Thursday night footy.
Thursday night footy makes the week shorter, I think. So it's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, love it. Love
Yeah,
it. Footy
all right.
every night of the week.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. When you see a poster or merchandise of yourself, what do you think?
Oh, oh, I didn't say that. Takes me back a little bit.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's a bit strange seeing your mug on posters and whatever, but it's usually the worst picture that you end up with on the poster. So, filthy.
Wish they could have photoshopped that. He says. Pre-season games are.
They're good.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
think
mind
they're
playing?
needed, but
Yeah.
look, you don't really buy into them too much, but they are needed.
Okay, all right. And the last one, the deliberate rush behind rule is.
It's a shambles at the moment.
Yeah,
I think.
okay.
As well.
Yeah, I see where they're trying to go with it, but they need to be clearer with their rulings.
Yeah, well, so that'd be pretty consistent across the board. Is just get it right, let us know what's going on, and then get back to us.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. What can I say? Well done, thanks, boys. We'll go straight into our next segment. We need 2 contestants up here for this one.
Okay, I got Ali.
This segment is called "Say My Name."
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay, this is Ali,
Good evening and welcome. Who we got, San?
Ali, Ali,
Ali
and Ramon.
and
Ramon.
Ramon. Ali and Ramon.
Is that loud enough?
That's much better. I like that. Thank you very much. You're going to need that voice too, so I'm very happy. We'll actually start. We're going to do the same thing again. We'll start with the ladies first. And obviously we're talking about Essendon and Collingwood. How cool is that? Let's go with this then. Ali, what I'm going to do here, this segment, as I said, is... don't worry, Jamie's up on it. This segment's called Say My Name, and what happens here, the boys are going to be keeping score for you guys as well. What actually happens here, and in 45 seconds, I'm going to be reading out the surname of the players from your particular club. You're going to give me their Christian name.
Okay.
In 45 seconds, we want to see how many of those names that you get correct.
Okay.
That's why I need you to hold it up underneath your chin, speak clear into the microphone so I can hear it and we can move on. Because it's going to go pretty quick, the pressure's on. You got 45 seconds. You're going first, Ali. We'll start with your first one. Time starts now. For solo.
Alex.
Correct. DeGoey.
Jordan.
Correct. Wells.
Daniel.
Correct. Grundy.
Brody.
Correct. Elliot.
Jamie.
Correct. Goldsack.
Tyson.
Correct. Trelaw.
Adam.
Correct. Langdon.
Tom.
Correct. White.
Jesse.
Correct. Pendlebury.
Scott.
Correct. Blair.
Jared.
Correct. Scharenberg.
Matt.
Correct. Adams.
Taylor.
Correct. Aish.
James.
Correct. Dunn.
Lyndon.
Correct. Main.
Chris. Chris.
Yep. Correct. Brown.
Callum.
Correct. Varco.
Travis.
Correct. Greenwood.
Levi. Did I get it in? Did I get it in?
Do you reckon she got in on... Just get in on? Yeah. What'd you finish up with, Jamie? I can tell you finished up on 19.
Well done.
Correct. Well done.
I had 20.
20.
Well, I've read it out
I
on
couldn't
the
keep
list
up with you.
and
You were
I'm
too
looking
quick.
down here and it's number 19. So you got it. So it's
Okay.
number 19. You've done number 19.
All right, 19.
Well done. That was really good effort, Ali. Congratulations. That was very, very good.
Where are those vouchers?
Sorry?
Where are the vouchers? I just want to give them to her.
Oh, you're going to give them to her. That's very nice of you, Ramon. But in saying that, you could go nuts here.
I already am.
Yeah, okay. I'm getting filled with confidence up here. All right. Let's see how you go, my friend. I'm going to call out exactly the same way. Please answer as quickly as you can and we'll move on. Your first player starts now. McGrath.
Ashley. Andrew.
Correct. Bellchambers.
Tom.
Correct. Parrish.
Dustin.
No. Darcy. Watson.
Joe.
Correct. Stanton.
Brendan.
Brent. Incorrect. Danaher.
Joe.
Correct. Merritt.
Zach.
Correct. Gleeson.
Martin.
Correct. Goddard.
Brendan.
Correct. Francis. Quick.
Aaron.
Yes, correct. Zaharakis.
David.
Correct. Wow. Hey, seriously, from both of you, great effort. 11 and 19. That makes you the winner. That's bloody awesome. So not only did you do that well in that I'm going to give you a bottle of champagne on top of that. Plus you're going to get the vouchers. I'll look after you there, and I'll give you a stubby holder, but you can't take one of those, so I'll give it to you after the show. Well done, Ramon. Well done, Ali. That was great. Well done. Loved it. That's the kind of input we want. I loved it. Jamie just got much. What I'm going to do, I just want to let you all know that we do these shows every Wednesday night. They're live from venues all across Melbourne. We loved it here tonight, and we hope you guys did too. You've had two bloody great champions along here. What I want to let you know is on April the 26th, we've got the St Kilda show with David Armitage and Lee Montagna. That's live from Little Pig, Big Pig, 35 Ebden Street in Moorabbin. We're going to be doing also on May the 3rd, the Richmond show with Trent Cotchin and Dustin Martin. That show's free. All right, so if you want to come along to it, you've got to get onto the That's Good for Footy Facebook page and register. It's live here from the Village Green Hotel, corner of Springvale Road and Ferntree Gully Roads in Mulgrave. On May the 10th, we've got Carlton. On May the 17th, we've got Collingwood. And to attend any of the shows, all you've got to do is either go to the website or go to the Facebook page to get the links. As I said, we do the shows every Wednesday night. It's easy if you want to come along and be part of it. All you've got to do is get onto the website and go to the Facebook page. You've been watching the That's Good for Footy panel show, Footy Fanatics night. A big thank you to coming along, for all of you for coming along tonight. Thanks to Sandy, thanks to Ben, thanks for Sam, thanks to Tom. Great to have you guys along tonight. Can you now please put your hands together for Dyson Apple and Jamie Elliott?
Thank you, guys.
Thanks so much to you guys for really appearing. I know you're under the pump right now, so am I, hence I'm sweating and I want to get it all done so you boys can get out of here, but I really do thank you for being on here. It's been the Anzac Day pre-show. I've enjoyed having you here. I know these guys have. Thanks for doing all the photos. Thanks for having a chat with everybody. Really appreciate it. It's been a bloody good night. Thank you, everyone. You've been watching the That's Good for Footy panel show. My name is Damien. Thank you and good night. Cheers.
Cheers.